Okay, so I just want to show you levels and how I adjust, and so you understand what you're looking at and the information. So these image and the next one are pretty much the same, so I'll copy the level once I get it. But so I have my I'm gonna ignore this. I'm gonna do a new one. Okay. So this is blank. This is where the image is in terms of information. Just remember these are the whites on the right here. So you can see my little mouse moving in that little diagram of the histogram. These are the mid-tones, so the grays, and these are the blacks. I don't think any of these are where they're supposed to be. So, but I'm going to start with the mid-tones and just open up. It feels gray, so I'm going to move the blacks. I'm going to still move the mid-tones, so that's looking a little better. And then I'm going to move the white, so um, I can go a little brighter. So before I do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the eye right here again on the bottom. You have all these windows. So these windows mean this is affect. This adjustment should only affect the layer below. So if you have many layers, which I do a lot, and I don't want, if I do a color adjustment, I don't want it to affect either background layer or parts of other layers. So I just make sure that it only affects the layer that I'm working on. Okay, so that's very important to know. In this case, it should be right here, and then you can see it just affects the layer below. Anyway, that's the next thing. This is a reset, and then the eye, and the eye is very important. Okay, so I think at this point what we're looking at is our whites. I can even bring the whites a little higher. Um, Even like this feels okay. I mean, this is fine. I have the feeling this is either early morning, um, and or and I think this feels okay. So before, after. This is definitely before. Okay, so once we click OK, you're gonna see that this curve is gonna compress into so. Or it may not, but these are the adjustment that I want. Okay, good. So we're good with that. And now, and that's about it. I just wanted to show you a little bit about the level. Earlier, I used the auto level in one of them. In this case, I am using just manual to um, to to adjust the image. Also, you should know there are three eyedropper. These tell you this is a white, but I mean it's pure white. So you can see if I click on it, whoa, and this may be okay, maybe a little less than that. This is a middle gray. So let's say we'll pick this, and that pretty didn't change. And this is the black. So if we will go black, and basically we'll go back to where we were. So the only one that worked, um, but I could just do it here, and again, doesn't work. So that's one that I use at very. I use all of them all the time for specific reason. Um, but I just want you to know that you have these three eyedropper. I think I'm going to keep this, and I'll show you what I'll do. Is I may lower the opacity because I think this feels very bright, and Sanchi's face is very good. And remember, I can always darken, which I'm going to do on the next step. So I have this mask. I just want to darken the sky, so I'm going to go with my brush. My brush is pretty big. I'm gonna go change the opacity so you can see I am opacity, and let me go to 40%. Yeah, 40. Well, whatever. It's close enough. My brush is black, and I have the mask selected, and now I can, and the more I go over this, the more I bring back the information. So let me move my toolbox, and so this is before, this is after, and that looks good. So now I'll move on to, I'm going to go with this looks good, and I'm going to move on to the retouching, but in this case I wanted more for you to see the histogram and how I use it. Okay, thank you.